Hello, welcome to Fourth Dimension Tarot. My name is Maria. I am your Sherpa for this read. This is a reading for Cancer, January 21st through the 27th. If you happen to like my style, this method, the message, you find it entertaining, then consider subscribing, sharing with another Cancerian, somebody on a cusp maybe, and share the love. Also, we'll always accept your appropriate and kind comments. Keep them coming. I love it. Oh man, absolutely love it. You keep me going. So Cancer, what's in the works for this week for Cancer spirit? A couple more. What I am going to do is I'm going to get a 10-card spread, and then I'm going to clarify, and then I'm going to close the reading out with some love oracles, tell you a little bit more, or if it's a love reading. If not, then we're going to move on to a different clarification of the read. I do think, though, it's some kind of conversation. Lots happening here. Thank you, Spirit. Ooh. All right, bottom of the deck. Judgment. So, Judgment, let's talk about that real quick. If you're new to Tarot, Judgment is it's like a divine intervention. It's a judgment call, right? And with Judgment, it can also be a rebirth. Behind that is Three of Pentacles, behind that Ten of Swords, behind that Five of Swords, behind that Page of Wands, behind that High Priestess, and then the Eight of Cups. Okay, so, lots happening. Lots happening here, Cancer. And I'm a Cancer, so I'm deeply invested in this read. First card out, okay? My hair is a little crazy. I haven't gotten a cut for a day or a week or a month or possibly two. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is complete change. It's a divine showing up in your life and turning it on its wheel, right? It's his fingerprints or its fingerprints or whatever you want to call God, your Sherpa, your tribe team, whatever. Right below that is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is incoming fast communication, which defines the Wheel of Fortune. So somebody's world is about to change considerably, possibly through a conversation, and it's an honest conversation because swords are clear, precise communication, and it's transparent. It's like the rest of the story. Back in the 80s, I used to have this radio voice that would do, and here's the rest of the story. That's this. So you might have some of the parts, but you don't have all the parts. And I feel like this person is going to be providing. Well, I don't know. I think it's a couple. The Queen of Swords is here. And I like the Queen of Swords. She is truthful. She's stand-up. She's honest. She comes correct. She's solid. But she also has a sword in her hand. And she is not afraid of cutting off parts of your body if you choose to be dishonest. Right beneath that is Ten of Pentacles, which means it's about finances and security and stability. And it's also like it's a good feeling. It's like when somebody is okay, this old man here sitting there with a beard, he's sitting there surrounded by pentacles and his dogs and family. So he's reaping the rewards of all of the hard work and labor he's put in over the years, and he's now in a celebratory state of looking back at his hard work and enjoying it with the people that are surrounding him that he loves. And the King of Swords is the next card in the next row. So if you remember, Queen of Swords, these are a pair, and they usually look like this. I just want to clarify. Yeah, they are looking at each other when they're on the table. So I believe these two are going to have a conversation, and it's an honest, truthful, and it can be cutting. It can be sharp. It can be assertive. It's not passive. It's extremely, these are the areas I don't like. I want you to change immediately for us to go forward. That's that kind of person or conversation. Right below the King of Swords is we have Temperance. This is the divine. This is universal. This is your higher power, your spiritual tribe, your team. This actual picture is Michael the Archangel. And he is tempering, right? Tempering, major arcana, tempering the emotion between two cups, two people, the relationship. Maybe, historically, one had given more emotion, love, feeling, resources, time, energy to the party than the other person. And it created an imbalance. So Temperance is showing up, saying balance must be restored in order for this relationship to work. Next two cards out is we have the Eight of Swords and Eight of Swords and the Six of Swords. So swords are anxiety. Not all bad. This is anxiety in the head, right? Somebody's up in their head thinking a lot. And I call it my toilet paper bondage. Because there's nothing really holding this woman to the swords, right? And she's up in her head and she needs to change her perception and release some of the anxiety. It's things you can't change is the vibe I get off this. Things I cannot change. But there's a lot of anxiety about, I need to make this change or I need to make this other person change. And I don't think that's going to happen. But there's that conversation. It's going to be a part of the conversation. This is, I want to take you to a calmer destination. It could be travel as well. There could be travel involved. Somebody might have to come a distance for the other person. This is turmoil and this is calmer water. And this person's taking this person in the canoe to calmer. They want to restore the relationship, but want to get rid of the arguing and the fighting and the backbiting and the tit for tat conversations and the gaslighting and the finger pointing, all of that. They want to get rid of it. The concern I have, here's my only concern, is the last two cards in the deck. And I believe Cancer, I might be reading for a woman, I'm just saying, because you have two kings. So this is your King of Cups. I don't believe this is a King of Swords. I think the King of Swords is one person. And I think the King of Cups is another person. We will clarify as I committed at the beginning of this video. And at the end of the week, we have Death. And that is the finale, right? So I think some of this anxiety, right? Which king should I choose? Should I go with the cups or should I go with the swords? Cancer, just putting that out there. And you have Judgment. It's a judgment call. You have the divine showing up saying you can have a rebirth of this other situation, or you can start anew with this opportunity over here. Behind the judgment call the judgment card, making a judgment call, is the Three of Pentacles. Three is a crowd. But that's what this is. That's what this card means. It's an opportunity to have a commitment, right? An engagement with three people. There's three in the card. I'm just saying. Ten of Wands, somebody's dropping one of them. That's how it is. And there's going to be an argument and a fight, possibly some deception. And this person's collecting all the wands. These two are walking away. So it's an actual verbal, possible physical altercation. And then the Page of Wands shows up. There's no King of Wands. So one of these kings are going to show up saying, you're my heart's desire. And you're going to have to use your intuition to discern which one. But somebody is walking away from their relationship. In a nutshell. So let's find out. Spirit, please define, who is this King of Swords? Tell me more about this King of Swords. Give me three. So this Cancer will know, who are we talking about? Who is this King of Swords? That one wanted to come out. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you. Back out is the Eight of Cups. Let's see who else is out here. So I think this is somebody you might have walked away already. This is somebody from your past that you decided, no bueno, not having it, I'm moving on. You might have already said goodbye. Okay, there we go. Showing up as a Nine of Pentacles. Eight of Cups. This is defining the King of Swords. And the Page of Wands again. I'm telling you. So this King of Swords on bottom of the deck, I'm telling y'all, Six of Cups. So this King of Swords is extremely nostalgic and is thinking lovely, calm, beautiful thoughts about his Queen of Swords. He missed his counterpart. You guys are counterparts, right? That being said, they're very passionate. They think you're cute. They want to take you on a date. They want to have a spaghetti, right? And have wine. I don't know what you do when you eat spaghetti, but I'm Italian, I should know. But the point being is that this King of Swords wants to walk into, they want to come back. You left this relationship without looking back. You're like, I'm out of here. This is too much. I'm leaving. And you found yourself. You healed from this thing. You are doing well. You don't need anybody. You are 9. You only need 10. You only need one pentacle for the 10. Yeah, just one. You're doing great all by yourself, Cancer. You don't need anybody. And this king knows it because he's like, you know what? I didn't have it so bad with my queen. And he wants to come back and offer you a new beginning. I want to clarify the Wheel of Fortune, please. Wheel of Fortune, please. I was talking so much, I put the clarifiers back in the deck. My apologies. They come back out. It's, I don't know. Must be spirit. All right. So Wheel of Fortune. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, what else is happening? Wheel of Fortune. Okay. There's a lot of cards out clarifying the Wheel of Fortune. Remember when I said it was divinely led? The Empress. The Four of Swords. The Chariot. Cancer card. And the Seven of Swords. So let's talk about these. High anxiety, previous fighting, going to collect all the swords so nobody can hurt me. This is anxiety, and this is anticipated arguing. This is like, we typically fight, the queen and I, the king and queen of swords, believe it or not, fight a lot. They are verbally blah, blah, blah. They may be a little vicious, right? She doesn't want to do this. I get it's a he, forgive me. I do this, just let it go. The King of Swords is, I think, coming to the Queen and saying, listen, I don't want to have a fight. I don't want to argue with you. I just want to get through this so we can move forward because I want a new beginning with you. That's what I hear. On his way, expect it this week, already in movement, in the car, keys in the hand, ready to go. This is the Forest. The Forest Swords they've meditated about it. They've even prayed about it. Like, what should I do? I get that vibe. I get the vibe that the king has been spending a lot of time in his head going, I miss my queen. Should I go back? We always fight. It doesn't turn out well. We tit for tat. It needs to be balanced. It's not balanced. I don't know what to do. I love her. I love him, but I don't want to revisit this if this is what it is. And the Emperor shows up. I think the Queen has done some work and has grown from some of this. Those are the clarifying cards. Below that, we have the World, which is the closing of the cycle. It's your choice. You can close a cycle and bring death to it, which is here. And you can start a new cycle with somebody else, or you can start a new cycle with this person. But whatever this conflict is, that has to pass in order to have a new beginning, which is the divine stepping in, right? And offering, moving that timeline a little bit, moving things to fruition so you can revisit this conversation. Knight of Cups, somebody coming in and having a conversation. Could be the king. I'm just saying, King of Cups is still here. King of Cups, because I asked, what's the Wheel of Fortune look like? That's what this is. Last is a Page of Swords, an honest conversation back to the king, or the King and Queen of Swords. So I think you do have two kings. I think you have a King of Cups and you have a King of Swords, both wanting to have a conversation with you. One wants to revisit and restore a past relationship, and one's a new relationship that you have not been in. This is fresh. This is not new. I mean, this is new. This is not new. Hope this is helping. Hope this clarifies. Okay, I'm going to clarify, because I am just nosy, the Death card, because that's the next major arcana. Maybe you already know who this is and what's happening in your storyline. I'm not sure. Define, this one wants to come out. Four of Pentacles. Somebody is conservative with their feelings, thoughts, emotion, resources. They hold their feelings in. And that might be the death of the behavior that you can't stand. I don't know how you feel. You don't share your love with me. I have to read your mind. I don't know. You don't invest in this. Somebody's conservative. And I also get the sense, walking away, that Eight of Cups again. I'm going to leave this one out for sure. I'm going to get one more clarifying card. But that's the death that we talked about. Death. Walking away. So, Cancer, the thing I think of is that you want a new beginning. You want to offer your cup to somebody. And it's a Queen of Cups. I think you're leaving the Swords. I can't make it up. I'm just telling you, I'm just the reader. I just work here. I just read this stuff. You want to go, and I think you're going to want to have a conversation. Can I be straight with you? I'm going to be straight with you. Now that the Queen's here, the Queen of Cups is here, and the Two of Cups came up behind it, and the Eight behind that, I got a full understanding of what this is about. Are you ready? And the Hermit. I can't make it up. I am not kidding. All right. So, Wow. Okay, so divine timing is at hand. Spirit guides, your Sherpa team, Cancer. This is for Cancer. Turn it off, move on to the next reader. This is for Cancer. If you're cross-watcher, don't get butthurt. I don't need a bunch of emails. I'm just saying, this is how I'm reading it. And again, turn me off if you don't like it. Sorry. Cancer, you are going to be coming in and having a conversation with this queen. You're going to be presenting this conversation harshly with this queen because you found out there is some stuff about money that happened that you disagree with. In fact, you're being led by the divine to have this conversation. It's going to put her up in her feelings. It's going to create some anxiety for her, but at the end of the day, you're walking away from it. That is the truth. Also, this King of Cups, Cancer, this is you, are going to walk away from this relationship to offer your new cup of love to the queen of your life. I can't make this up. You are sitting in a conservative state and you're full of fear because the queen helped that along. I'll just use that. And you're full of fear. You've been sitting in the hermit stage. Hermit is isolated. You are hiding out, listening to music, listening to the divine, trying to figure out what you should do. You're stuck in a situation, you're stuck in your head, and you said, you know what? I'm done being the victim. I'm done sitting here. I'm taking action, and I'm going to go and have a conversation with this queen, get on my horse, and go and have an honest conversation. And it is not going to be pleasant. And if I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but I am telling you, this is the read for Cancer. This one. I was like, I kind of like the idea with the one queen and the two kings, but the reality is, I think there's two different parties in here. And the King of Cups didn't know about the King of Swords. Or maybe they did. Maybe they did know, but they just made a decision. You know what? Instead of me waiting for you to make a decision, I'm going to make it for both of us. That's what happened. You have this King of Cups working really hard. Looking back at all the resources he's created, right? He's saved a lot. He's also working like a dog. He is investing every single penny into his future. This is a decision that has to be made, and it's a commitment. It's not necessarily financial. It can be. I don't pick that up. I get that this is a relationship, and where do I want to invest my resources? And then the moon. There are secrets. And this is a Cancer card, right? So there are secrets that are going to be revealed. It is not in the reverse. It is in the upright. So this king figured some stuff out and is having a very, very confrontive conversation with this queen. Okay. Anything else, Spirit, you want to you want to add to this story? And then I'm going to pull some clarifying cards. You know, the only other reason I think I'm like 99.9% spot on is there's a sign that I get when Spirit's involved, like over my whole body. And that I know for a fact is happening. As soon as I put that King of Cups down and I'm like, I know exactly what the storyline's about. It is not about this. And I was like, okay, clarifying. I asked Spirit, anything else you want to tell me? Yes, star card. Gotta be careful. YouTube has some rules about naked cartoons on here. But the star is healing. It's energetic. And it's somebody sees their love as wishes fulfilled. That's what's happening here. So this king has an epiphany with the Temperance, and the divine shows up, and he has a heart-to-heart with her, with the Queen of Swords, and this is the real deal. He wants his Queen of Cups, and he's going to have a conversation. This is also healing. I'm healing over the situation. These are tears that have been spilled out or lost in the past over this relationship, and if you can see, not looking back at those tears, they're behind him or her, and she is pouring into or pulling from the well, right, of balance. It's the same well. It's the same well. It's the same water, right? So the divine is intervening here and giving this king balance, giving clarity, giving an understanding of what makes you happy. What is your heart? What is your wish fulfillment, right? You need to go on offer it and quit messing around with things that aren't fulfilling you and put a period in it, not a comma, right? And the last card, when I asked the spirit, is there anything else you want to share with Cancer? The cadaver card. So my cadaver card is there is not room on this body for one more sword. And swords are anxiety, it's stress, it's in your head. It's the 10, it's the end of all this anxiety. A decision has been made. The back and forth don't exist anymore. So that's a good thing, Cancer. Wow. How are you closing the month with a bang? Let me tell you. I'm going to pull a couple more cards. Spirit, is there anything you want to share with Cancer for January 21st to the 27th? Okay. Forgiveness. I'm struggling to get over the past. True story. I think there's a lot of resentment from previous relationships, and I think that might be understanding, right? That these two, the queen and the king, might have had in the past, is that there's been some shady stuff, and I don't think that they can get past it. I think it's struggling to get over that. Secrets. I haven't told you everything. I'm not sure and we kind of discussed this. We don't have the full understanding of what's taking place. There might be more parties in this discussion. There might be, I get a sense that there's more to it, and not all secrets are bad secrets. Like, there might be we can clarify that too. But I do believe that the secrets are also, you got addiction, you have third party energy, you have commitment, and you saw that fly. Okay. Reflection. Being away from you has allowed me to gain clarity. I think I said that. Rewind. Check it out. I think that's the key, is that Wheel of Fortune. This King of Cups has been sitting here for a minute. And in their head a lot. Lots of, right? We talked a little bit about that anxiety. And it's having a conversation that's overdue about a relationship that should have ended. It should have been ended a long time ago, but it didn't. It didn't. And unfortunately, self-love, I'm still trying to heal. Oh my goodness, I love this. Because this is the key. This is the whole key. Self-love is the key to everything, especially when you're overcoming a sense of lack. And it doesn't have to be anybody's fault that you're dealing with a sense of lack. We all have lack, right? If I don't feel like I'm bringing enough to a relationship, or if I'm not getting enough from a relationship, it's nobody's fault but mine. True story. Don't, careful with the hate mail. I'm just saying I'm putting an expectation on somebody else that maybe they can't fulfill, or I didn't ask, or I wasn't specific, but I have it's like a premeditated resentment. That's all an expectation is. Unless I open my mouth and use my words, it takes me a little longer to heal, or anybody to heal over past hurts, if we don't invest in ourselves. So instead of pouring all that energy and love and all that resource into somebody else, I'm going to turn around and give it to me. Anything else, Spirit, do you want to add to this reading? Anything else? Unfinished business. We still have things to resolve and discuss. I'm telling you. I think this was last Cancer's reading. I think I even closed it like this. I think you might get a phone call, Cancer. Or you might be the one making the phone call if you're a male. I think if you're a male, you're going to be like, we're not done. I feel like there's some unfinished business that we need to clear up. This has been an ongoing in and out relationship, and you made it, and you've had you've had a lot, and that's okay. That's part of the healing thing, right? The healing journey is deciding what you want. And, equal give and take and balance. And you're letting go of things that no longer serve you. Where's that card? This one. And it came out 3 times in this reading. 3 times this came out. This tells me you are cutting people off left and right. And you are closing that circle of flaky in and out energy, and only making your internal circle, tribe, trusted, loving members of your posse, people that you trust. right? And you care about, and that love you right. They love you the right way. And that sometimes takes a minute because you have to have enough self-love to shut the door on the things that don't serve you anymore. And it's just being mature. Chaser, I don't want to chase anymore. And Cancer, this is like, if there was ever a exclamation point I could put on a reading, this would be it. We shouldn't have to chase anybody, ever. We don't chase, right? We don't chase. As we elevate, we just realize we sit in our canoe and things come to us. I shouldn't have to chase anything because I trust my divine to bring what's for me to me. If it's for me, my name's going to be on it. Just like a package. I'm not going to miss it. It will not pass me by. I used to think, well, like the Publishers Clearinghouse back in the day, if I wasn't home, they would go to the next door neighbor and they would give them the check, right? That it was supposed to be in my name. They just put a big X in it and put neighbor check. Neighbor Joe would win the Publisher Clearing. Like, seriously, I really felt like somehow I was going to miss the blessing. I was going to miss that. And I know as we grow and we grow in our faith and our trust in our divine team and our Sherpas up there, in our spirit guides and our God, we come to understand as faith grows, fear lacks, right? So we let go of the fear and we trust that we're going to be taken care of. We're going to have balance. The divine cares enough about us to show up for us when we pray. That's what's happening here. And so when I look at this whole scenario, you are making some strong, amazing choices in your life right now about you don't want to be the chaser. You don't mind being chased, but you don't want it to be chased. You just want it to be equal. You want it to be an equal attraction. Where is it? This one. You want it to be an equal give and take. This isn't a game anymore. It was a game in your 20s and maybe even your 30s. Some of us in our 40s. But us late bloomers. I'm just saying. But the reality is you don't want to. We don't want to do this anymore. We don't want any more games. We want deeper relationships. People that are going to commit and give solid. Because you're showing up as your highest self. You want them to as well. Anything else you want to share, Divine? Anything else you want to share with us? Quiet day. Okay, thank you. I'll read those in a minute. Anything else? One more shuffle. 21st, thank you. Anything else? Right. Oh, that's it. Okay. I think so, yes. You just choosing you. Next one out is maybe. I think that's I don't know what I want. I want me, I want her, I want him, I want to be by myself. I do believe this King and Queen of Cups, because it did come out over there, is sex with you. And I never imagined so much perfection. I think that's the decision that's being made. That's really cool. Anything else, Spirit, that you want to share? Nothing? Let me check one more. Again, if you feel like this was at least entertaining, and you would like to be alerted of future Cancer readings, feel free to subscribe. Okay. No one understands me but you. How could you ever forgive the mess I made? I can't handle your love. I really do feel like somebody, Cancer, really is telling you that not only you love them right and you love them correctly, but your kind of love is the only kind they've ever had that defined love. Like it was a real version of love. Excuse me. Slippery little things. I'm obsessed with you. Why can't I move on from you? I'm telling you. And I don't know, I don't know if this is the Queen of Wands telling you this. And she's obsessed with you. I kind of get that. I wish I could be a different person. Yeah. I'm afraid to lose you. These are messages from the Queen of Swords. They have hurt me. So this person, see, it's hurt people, like we were just talking about. So when somebody isn't healed yet, they consider chasing as a form of, well, you must not love me because you're not chasing me. And that's not the truth. Like, why would I chase you? No, we're both adults here. We're not going to chase each other. I find you attractive. You find me attractive. I like you. You like me. We have a lot in common. We have the same goals, the same interests. Let's go have a cup of coffee, dinner, whatever, and get to know each other. That stuff is from maybe relationships that they learned on how to communicate love. You are so different from everyone around me. That is so true. I really believe that this person who's injured and feeling and acting out because they just didn't have the skills to communicate their needs, sees you as somebody like off a different planet because they came from dysfunction and they came from lack. And so when you have those kind of relationships, that's normal. And your lack of reaction and to the drama just they don't understand that. It is all too much. Back to childhood drama. Childhood drama and trauma. Open wounds take a while to heal, especially when they're consistently open. And we revisit these in current relationships, even though we learned them as survival techniques as children. So it's really hard to get past some of these behaviors when they were our survival toolkit. They were the only thing we had to get through some of these things. So no harm, no foul to any of us that are on different walks, chapters in our walk. But at the end of the day, unless healed, we will consistently repeat these cycles until we close that chapter and learn through self-love and through forgiveness, right? This is how we grow. This is how we heal. Forgiveness. So Cancer, hell of a week. Oh my God. So make sure you get your tennis shoes on. You're going to be busy. You're going to be hustling. Be prepared. It's going to be a bumpy ride at the beginning, but it looks like by the end, you should have a pretty clear understanding of what you want and what you're willing to redo and what you're not. Again, Cancer, we're all in this together. We're all riding in our own canoe, different levels of our trip, and I have no doubt you're going to end up this week a superstar because the divine had his fingerprints or its fingerprints all over this read, starting with the Wheel of Fortune. So love and light to you, and please keep those positive comments and the subscriptions and the shares coming. Until next time, love and light.